Today we're going to see what happens when we take our design for Ninja Balls and scale them up to much larger balloons, holding 10 pounds of flour at once. And then we might see what happens if we drop that 10-pound flour balloon off of a tall roof. These flour-filled balloons are what we call Ninja Balls or stress balls. They're fun because they have some good resistance when you squeeze them. They kind of keep their shape after you flatten them out a little bit. And overall, there's a lot of things you can do with them. They work as stress balls. They're great for juggling. Or we've shown you how you can attach parachutes onto them, chuck them up in the sky, and have them float gently down. Well, today, we wanted to see what happens if we scaled that up. Not too long ago, we showed you how to build this sort of reverse vacuum chamber. It's literally a vacuum chamber that you attach a vacuum cleaner onto, but with a balloon stretched around the mouth here at the top. And when you do that, it inflates the balloon from the outside. Well, while I was doing that, I thought, what else could we fill one of these large balloons with other than a shark with a laser on its head? I thought it'd be cool to see if we could make one of our Ninja Balls, but out of much bigger balloons. Here's the basic idea. We'll stretch our balloon open, fill it up with 10 pounds of flour, and then add 2 more layers of balloon on top of that. Our balloon is now completely stretched inside the bucket. It's reaching every single edge, nook, and cranny. Now we've got this giant wide nozzle and we can pour in our 10 pounds of flour. The flour's in there. Now we're going to take the balloon off of this opening and all the air is going to run out and it's going to start spraying flour in the air like that. At this point, the balloon, it has a little bit of air in it. It's squishing the flour, and the flour itself has a lot of air in it. It was kind of well packed when it was in the bag, but as I poured it out, it got a lot of air introduced into it. So we have very fluffy flour in our balloon right now. And the balloon squeezing is actually enough to try and push some of that flour out. So you can see if I just let go, it sort of starts bubbling out the top. What we need to do is compact this flour back down. And to do that, we're basically just gonna take it out and squish it around for a while. And I'm going to get covered in flour today. There we go. Try and tie a knot in this balloon. One giant balloon full of flour. Now the goal is to cover it in more balloons. And to do that, we're gonna follow the same strategy that we did with our little Ninja Balls. And we're gonna cut the neck off of a balloon and try and stretch it over what we've already got here. First, I'm going to try and wash it off so it's not so slippery, so the balloon sticks to it a little better. This part can get a little bit tricky because I need this balloon to stretch enough to fit over the balloon that's full of flour, but I don't want it to tear, and I want it to stay closed enough that after it's wrapped around this balloon, it doesn't just slide right off. Okay, our balloon actually did tear a little bit fitting on there, so now it looks like a balloon wearing pants that are too tight for it. Now it looks like a swim cap. Sweet. Got layer 2 on. Let's go for one more. Oh, there we go. It needs its ninja mask. Keep wiping the balloon off because there's flour all over the table. And when there's too much flour, the balloons don't like to stick to each other. The different layers don't. And so if I try and apply a piece of balloon over another balloon, then it just sort of slides right off. All right, I'd say now we have a giant Ninja Ball, or maybe a regular-sized Yoshi egg. It might not be quite as good for relieving stress as the regular size. You can't just hold it in one hand and squish it. And frankly, if I had this in my office, I would be terrified of popping it and getting so much flour that a professional cleaning crew needed to come in. I have a fairly tall building that I'm allowed to throw stuff off of, at least for now. They may kick me out after I try this, but I'm gonna throw this off and see if it explodes on the ground. We've now come to a location where I can take this 10-pound flour-filled Yoshi egg balloon and drop it off the roof. Should be good. All right, here we go. Giant balloon Yoshi egg, 10 pounds of flour wrapped in balloons. Let's see what happens when this hits the ground from about 25 feet up. Oh, I thought it would tear right open. Oh, that's great. Well, the outside layer of balloon ripped a little. More power. I need to throw it harder. All right, I thought this was just gonna tear right open, but apparently that's not what it wanted to do. We've lost our outer shell a little bit. Our balloon ninja mask has suffered, but the rest of it seems to be doing okay. So I'm gonna take it up and I'm just gonna throw it down, see if I can get it to tear open like that. Attempt number 2. This time with more force. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. I had no idea 3 balloons would have that kind of strength behind it. All right, I have an idea. Back when we were filling these up, I thought 10 pounds of flour, that's pretty good in a balloon, but what would be even better would be 25 pounds of flour. So I put a balloon in that bucket and filled it all the way up. And it's actually more like 23.5 pounds of flour, but we're gonna try that one now. All right, let's see if we can get this balloon out of the bucket intact. It's kind of bucket shaped. There's only one layer of balloon on this. So if this doesn't pop, I'm amazed at the strength of balloons, but let's try it. Yeah! That's what I was looking for. Well, it didn't work on the first couple of tries with the smaller balloon, but the bigger one with 25 pounds of flour in it, that exploded beautifully. That was great. I just like dropping exploding things off of tall buildings. And now I have a regular sized ninja ball, and we're gonna see what happens if it lands in the flour. Pretty much what I expected. I do have one more of the 10-pound ones. I made this before. It doesn't have its ninja wrapping around it, but I think it'll probably look really cool landing in the giant pile of flour. It's the size of my head. Here goes. That did look cool landing in the giant pile of flour. Neat. Anything else we should be doing with giant 10-pound balloons of flour that are surprisingly resistant to damage? 10 pounds of flour inside 3 layers of balloon, a lot tougher than I thought it was gonna be. I thought this was just gonna tear right open. This is not like nice, smooth ground either. There's gravel and sand and screws and nails and stuff on it. Thought it'd shred open, it did not. Fortunately, we had our 25-pound Big Bertha. That exploded beautifully, just what I was hoping to see. And it also looked really cool dropping the 10-pound ball onto the flour. Got like a secondary explosion out of that. Very fun stuff. Let us know what else you'd like to see us do with these, or maybe some other things you'd like to see us drop from tall heights. Guys, the fun doesn't end here. There's more for you to see. The box at the top will transport you directly to our last video, and you should go check that out. The box at the bottom will show you what YouTube thinks you should be watching next. And if you hit this bomb in the middle, you will be subscribed to our channel, and that way you'll never miss out on a cool video. Don't forget to ring that bell, and we will see you in the next one. Talk to you then.